Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, how are you today? I hope you are in a good condition, yeah? Okay, we are meet again in this virtual classroom, yeah, for morphology and syntax. Last meeting or in the first meeting, I have told you at glance about what is actually morpheme. And then I also have told you about the terms words and then morpheme, yeah. Maybe not very deep. So this is my chance to elaborate what is actually the deeper explanations about words and word structure. Okay, so let's continue our last meeting with I will refresh first, yeah, about what I have told you last meeting. Okay, what is actually word? So word here is the smallest free form found in language. Yeah, the smallest free form found in language. What is actually a free form? Free form here is an element that can occur in isolation and or whose position with respect to neighboring elements that is not entirely fixed. What is the meaning of not entirely fixed here? Means that when a free form attached with the other element, that new structure is not the final structure, or that is not the permanent structure. Means that it can be changed, depends on the needs of the meaning that we want to create. Okay, so here a free form means that it can be put with different structure by attaching it with the other elements, not only one elements. For example, work can be attached with as works, yeah, but it also can be attached with ink working, and the other can be put with word ed, yeah. So in this case, the structure is not the final, result of the process attaching with the affix. Okay, the examples of last week, I have told you about the birds. Yeah, we have the examples of the birds left and the bird left. What's the difference? Birds with S and bird without S. So morphologically, what is actually S? In this case, the S here is the plural marker, or the function of the S here to make the word that is attached by it becomes plural. Okay, for example here birds. When we saw bird without s means that the animal is only one, the bird itself. But when it is put with s means that the bird is more than one. So the s here has function to make the word that is attached by it becomes plural. Okay, so it has function. Now, the bird itself, what is the bird? This is of course the animal that can fly. Yeah, that is the meaning. But the terms of the bird is the word. So bird here morphologically as a word. Yeah, it also a morpheme. So as has function to make the word becomes plural, as here a morpheme. And bird, it is a word, yet, a, and then this is also a morpheme. Okay, you got a point for this one? Okay, next, what about the position? When we saw this one, the birds, the position is in the middle of the sentence, right? And what about this one? Birds avoid cats. For the bird, it appears on the beginning, right? While for the second one, the birds here appear in the final positions of the sentence. So the positions of a word is everywhere. Yeah, it can be put in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end. Okay, of the sentence. Remember that, of the sentence. So word is not attached to anything else. In this case, the other word. Yeah. Later we will talk about compound word. It is a different things. Yeah. But for the word itself, it is not attached to the other element. Yeah. It is not attached to the other element, but that element is attached to a word. That is called as a bound morpheme. Later we discuss about that. So it can appear in different position within a sentence. Okay. And then what is morpheme? I say many times about morpheme. What is actually morpheme? You may still confuse. What then the difference between word and morphemes? Yeah. I say that bird is also a morpheme and s itself a morpheme. So what is the morpheme? What is morpheme? So morpheme is the smallest unit of language that carries information about the meaning and function. It carries information about meaning. It has function. It has function. So morpheme is the smallest unit of meaning, the smallest unit that represent the meaning. Yeah. For example, here builder. I have word builder. It contains of two morphemes. What are they? The first is build. The second one is affix er. Build here has meaning to construct. Okay, this the lexical category of build here is verb. Okay, what about er? Er is the affix. It indicates that the function to change the meaning of the build. For build, it is verb means to construct. When you put er in the final positions of the word, so the meaning is changed. It becomes someone who built. The lexical category also change. It becomes noun. Okay? So there are two morphemes here. The first is build. The second one is er. Okay? That is morpheme. That is morpheme. What about the difference between word? A word is a morpheme, but a morpheme is not always a word. Okay, as I told you, builder consists of two morphemes. The first is build. It is a word and it is a morpheme. Okay, and then er is a morpheme, not a word. When it is separated without any attachment with a word, so it has no function. It just simply er, no function. But if we attach this er to the other word, yeah, the other appropriate word, yeah, so it changed the meaning. Okay, you got a point for this one? Yeah, we have builder and we have build. So it leads to simple and complex word. What is simple and complex word? For simple word, it is only a single morpheme. A single morpheme means that there is no attachment of the other elements. Yeah, the examples of builder. So build is simple word. Simple word means that no attachment of the other elements. While for builder, build and er, it is complex. Why? Because it consists of two or more morphemes. In this case, builder consists of two morphemes. And it has new meaning. it has new meaning depends on the affix that attach. Yeah, for the build, the meaning is fixed. Yeah, means that to build. While for builder, new meaning is constructed after this word build attached with er. Okay, means that someone who built. Yeah, in this case, morpheme is arbitrary. There is no relation between the sounds and the meanings. As I have told you in very beginning of the meeting when we talk about linguistic, yeah, language is arbitrary vocal symbol means that what is the sounds of word, the sounds of the language itself does not represent the things, does not represent the meanings. I mean that when we talk about chair, ch, e, r, does not represent the things that um, the things that represented by the words. Yeah, and then the next. When we see the table here, yeah, there are so many morphemes, there are so many words that consist of more than one morpheme, yeah, like and, boy, boys, hunt, hunter, hunters, magnet, magnetize, demagnetize, and so on. Yeah, so there are so many words with their combinations. Yeah, means that one word can be consisted of more than one morpheme. Okay, you got a point? Okay, next we have free and bound morpheme. When the examples of build and builder, we have free morpheme here with the word build. Yeah, so build is a free form. Also, it is free morpheme that we call it as a word. Okay. Okay, I will repeat once more. So, a free morpheme is a free form that is called as a word. So, those three terms, free form, free morpheme, and word, has the same meaning. Okay, and then what about bound morpheme? Bound morpheme is a morpheme that must be attached to another element. Okay, it will have specific function, specific meaning when it is attached to the other element, in this case word. Yeah, I give the example here, girls. Girl is a free morpheme and s affix s is bound morpheme. Okay, and then the next, allomorph. Oh, wait a minute. Allomorph. Allomorph. Oh my God. I think I deleted this. The scene. Yeah. So I will only explain it. Allomorph is the variant of morpheme. The variant of morpheme. We have two examples in allomorph. The first is when we want to express indefiniteness, we use article like a and an. The a and an is the examples of allomorph, yeah, in expressing indefiniteness. How is the condition for a should be put with the word that begins with consonant. For example, a banana. Okay. While for an, to state indefiniteness for the things that the word consists begin with vowel. An apple, like that. So a and an is the examples of allomorph. I also have the other example for the sounds in terms of the pronunciation in making plural of the word. For example, cats, yeah, the sound of s, yeah, and then dogs with z, z, and then judges, is, okay. Those three sounds belongs to allomorph in terms of pronunciation. It has the same function but different variant. Yeah, as, z, and is, okay, and and n. Okay, that is allomorph. How to represent that? How if we want to identify the structure of the word? So we should find out what is the core of the word structure, and then what is the additional element of the word itself. So when we talk about uh, the structure of the word, we relate that with simple and complex, right? For the simple, it must have no problem about that because this is the single word itself, yeah. While the single word here, the single word for the word itself, it is called as the root, okay. When we talk about complex word, so it consists of a root and one or more affixes, yeah. So what is the root here? Root is the core of the word and it carries the major component of its meaning. Yeah. The initial form of the word that bring the core meaning. Okay. So root typically has lexical category. For example, noun, verb, adjective, yeah. Those lexical categories belongs to the roots itself, yeah. What about affixes? Affixes always attached to the free morpheme or free form or word, yeah. The example here. Build is the root. The lexical category is verb. The meaning is to build. And er is the affix. The function is to make the word becomes a noun. To make the verb become noun. What is the meaning? To someone who built something. Someone who built something. So to represent this structure, we use tree structure. Yeah, tree structure here, we should draw the tree structure of the word builder. So the first step is you have to identify which one the root and which one the affix. So for the builder, we have build and er. We have build and er. For build here, the lexical category is verb. Yeah. For er, this is the affix. So we have to draw the line. Yeah. We have to draw the line and then state the lexical category of the word and then the affix. After that, we combine that. For build and er, it becomes noun. So it derives from verb because it meets with er, so it becomes noun. So this is, we call it as tree structure. Okay, tree structure. Um, we call this as the internal structure of the word, yeah. If we want to see how is actually the internal structure of the word, then we should identify with this way, yeah. We use the tree structure. We should separate the word first. Which one is the root? Which one is the affixes? We have to separate the morphemes, yeah. The build, the morpheme build, and the morpheme er. State the lexical category and then state the affixes and combine it. Combine it becomes the new structure, new form, yeah, new form of the word itself. Okay, in this case, I also introduce you with the new term. In the previous, we have talked about root and affixes. Now we have base. What is base? Base is the element to which an affix is added. Okay, pay attention on this. Base is the element to which an affix is added. Okay, the base also the root. Yes, the base is the root. Then what is the difference? Okay, look at this one. The affix that attach in a base can be added to a unit larger than a root. So the structure is larger because it is added with affix. Okay. The example here, blackened. Blackened. What is the root? The root is black. It also the base. Yeah. Blacken is the base for the affix ed because after blacken we can put the other affix ed. So blackened is the base of the affix ed. You got a point? Yeah. Blackened is root with two affixes. What are they? En and ed. Okay. So black is the root for an affix en because it can be added with en. Yeah. And then blacken is the base for an affix ed. This one, blackened. Okay. So can you take conclusion for what's the difference between root and base? Yeah, for the root, this is the main, the core, yeah, the core of the word. Okay, the root is also the base. The base is also the root. Yeah, in this case, base is the element that can be added with an affix to a larger structure. To a larger structure. Okay, you got a point? Okay, we can draw the tree structure for the word blacken. Yeah, look at this one. The tree structure of blacken. The first we have to separate the root with their affixes. Yeah, black with en and ed. Yeah, the first thing to form, the first structure to form of those affix is with en. Black with en. Black is adjective. Meet with the affix en, it become verb. Blackened, blacken, blacken. Yeah, and then after the formation of blacken, it is still possible to add with a new affix. What is it? Ed. So in this case, black is the root, also base for en. Okay, I repeat once more. Black is a root, also a base for en. Yeah, and blacken is base for the affix ed. Okay, when blacken has been formed and then added with ed, so it becomes verb. What makes the difference, Mom? This is still verb. It is different. Blacken is to make something black. Yes, it is verb. But when we put it with ed, so the grammatical is changed. The tenses is changed. Blacken with ed, it becomes the activity that is done in the past. Yeah? So this is the past form of blacken. This is still the same verb, but the meaning is different. Blacken can for the present and then blackened for the past tense. So what is changed here? The grammatical. Okay, you got a point for this one? Okay, so in creating the or in identifying the root, yeah, or the word structure here, we have problematic cases. what cases that might occur in forming the word by identifying the word, the root, base, and the affixes. We have problem here that majority in complex words, the root are free morpheme. Yeah, remember that mostly in complex word, the roots are free morpheme. Yeah, like treatment and redo. Treatment from treat attached with men. Yeah, men is the affix. Yeah, it becomes treatment. And redo, re is the affix, do is the root. Okay, re is the affix and do is the verb. What about unkempt? Do you think that unkempt consists of affix and root? Is it okay to say that unkempt consists of two morphemes for affix un and kempt? It sounds like yes. It sounds like yes. Un is the affix, kempt is the root itself, but it is wrong. Yeah, this is the problematic cases. Sometimes we hear something seems like there are consists of two elements or more elements that represent morphemes. Yeah, for unkempt, we think that un is the affix, while actually it is not. Yeah, it is the word itself, unkempt. When we separate kempt without un, there is no meaning. Yeah, so un here is not the affix. Okay, so that is the problematic case that might occur in defining the internal structures of the word. Yeah, what about the other example? Okay, we have receive. Do you know receive? Re and sieve. Do you think that receive consists of two morphemes? It seems like it consists of two morphemes, while in fact it is not. Yeah, receive is different with redo. Redo here means that do again. But for receive, yeah, when we separate re with sieve, for the sieve itself, there is no meaning. So it should be attached with receive. Then the meaning is complete. It is not a complex word. Receive is single word. Yeah, so please pay attention on the structure of the word itself. You may need to consult your Oxford Dictionary to check whether this is the root or actually the complex word with affixes. Yeah, okay. Now I have exercise for you. I have exercise for you. This is the activity that you should determine whether it is simple or complex. Yeah, whether it is simple or complex. I have the word fly, desk, untie, tree, dislike, reuse, triumph, delight, justly, payment, spiteful, should, fastest, deform, disobey, preplan, optionality, prettier, mistreat, and premature. Now you have to determine whether it is simple or complex. Yeah, just determine. You have to write in a piece of paper, write it with handwrite. Yeah, you say that fly is simple, dex is what. Okay, and then after that you also have to draw the tree structure, the three structures of those words taken from this one. You have to draw tree structure. Yeah, if it is a root, then you can simply draw fly, draw a line. It is verb. Yeah, it is verb. nothing else, just that. Fly, yeah, and then draw a line, and the lexical category is verb. That's all. Okay. While for dex, how? You should determine which one is the root and which one is the affix. And for the other additional question, for optionality, the word optionality, you have to state and elaborate which one is the root and which one is the base. Okay, you got it? Yeah. Okay, for our second meeting, the explanation from me is enough here. If you have question, then you can say that in WhatsApp group. Thank you for today. It's nice to see you virtually. Hope you in a good condition. Stay safe and stay healthy. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.